Good afternoon and welcome to ICU TV Lunchtime News. We take a look at the stories making headlines. Chawama goes to pause in parliamentary by-elections. LCC records sharp rise in business levy applications. Ndola said for major industrial expansion, US $1 billion refinery project. International news. US drawdowns in Qatar fuels Iran conflict fears. In sports news, FIFA's technical director Lyson Zulu appointed to FIFA role. With the news in details, my name is Mary Chisala. Voting is underway in Chawama constituency to elect a new member of parliament following the loss of the seat by former MP Tasila Lungu due to prolonged absence from parliament. Polling stations opened at 06 hours. The vacancy arose after Ms. Lungu failed to attend parliament following the death of her father, Zambia's 16th President Edgar Chagwa Lungu. The Electoral Commission of Zambia lists 9 candidates contesting for the seat: Morgan Munda, UPND, Bright Mundwe, FDD, Davison Mulenga, Citizens First, Ntazana Musukuma, Leadership Movement, Muhammad Mutete, New Congress Party, James Piri, NDC, and the independent candidates Alfred Mageza, George Mwenya, and Elijah Siatwambo. The Lusaka City Council recorded 5,133 new business levy applications between 1st January and 31st December 2025, reflecting increased business activity in the city. During the same period, the council also received 24,809 renewal applications for 2026, reframing the requirement that all business operation in Lusaka must hold valid permits.
The Lusaka City Council wishes to inform members of the public that it has recorded a significant increase in business levy applications, with a total of 51,333 applications received between 1st January and 31st December 2025. This underscores the city's thriving business environment and the council's efforts in providing a conducive business environment. Additionally, the council received 24,089 renewal applications for business levies for 2026, highlighting the commitment of business owners to comply with the regulations. The council emphasizes that business permits are a mandatory requirement for any business entity operating within the city. This measure is in place to ensure that all businesses operate in an orderly and safe manner, ultimately contributing to the well-being of the public. the council received a high volume of applications from the liquor business sector. However, the council issued a total of 4,012 liquor licenses between 1st January and 31st December 2025, indicating a substantial demand for this type of business in the city. As such, the council is urging all traders dealing in liquor to ensure that they obtain a valid liquor license from the council in accordance with the Liquor Licensing Act number 20 of 2011. The Lusaka City Council will continue to create a conducive business environment that promotes economic growth while safeguarding public welfare.
Ndola is set for major industrial growth with the development of the country's largest single industrial investment, a US $1.1 billion garage, oil, refinery and energy complex. The project, being developed by China-Zambia Petrochemical Corporation in partnership with the Industrial Development Corporation, supports government efforts to position Ndola as key projection, a logistics and energy hub, capitalizing on its strategic location and existing infrastructure.
The biggest industrial project right here in Ndola today is the 1.1 billion United States dollars crude oil refinery and energy complex being built by China-Zambia Petrochemical Corporation, working with Zambia's Industrial Development Corporation. The plant is designed to process 60,000 barrels of crude oil a day, roughly 3 million tons a year. Alongside it is a 130 megawatts power plant with 100 megawatts going straight into the national grid. Let's talk about phase one. Valued at about 510 million United States dollars, was licensed in late 2025, is specifically located within the Bwana Mukubwa constituency right here in Ndola. Land clearing started in the third quarter of that year, and the first operations are expected in 2026. Okay? After that, what happens? Further phases will expand capacity, bring in storage, rail links, and feedstock industries. When it is fully running, this particular facility cuts Zambia's fuel import bill and opens the door to fuel exports into the region. When President Hakainde Hichilema took office, he put infrastructure and private capital back at the center of Zambia's economic recovery.
Joint ventures. The model of the past, where you come in, investor loan, is not the right thing to do. Because you want citizens to see your investment as their own investment.
We now take a break. Coming up, international and sports news. US drawdowns in Qatar fuels Iran conflict fears. FA's technical director Lyson Zulu appointed to FIFA role.
The Information and Communications University is driving the thrill for the nation in research and development. Enroll now for full-time and distance programs in the School of Engineering, Humanities, Business and Education. To apply, visit our website at www.icuzambia.net or call us on +260 211 221 662 or 0966 342 359. Sponsorship is available. Enroll now.
Thank you for staying with us. In international news, tensions have risen in the region after the United States began withdrawing some personnel from an airbase in Qatar, amid growing fears of a renewed US-Iran conflict. Iranian airfares has reopened to traffic after a temporary closure, with flight tracking data showing aircraft heading towards the Tehran. Protests that rocked Iran in recent weeks have largely subsided. Iranian authorities have not released an official death toll but said more than 100 members of the security force were killed, while opposition activities claim the figures is significantly higher and includes more than 1,000 protesters. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araki has denied plans to execute anti-government protesters, following comments by US President Donald Trump that he had received assurance that killings of demonstrators in Iran had stopped. We take a short break. Stay tuned for sports news. Welcome back, and now in sports news.
The Information and Communications University is complementing government effort in promoting legal and safe mining for all Zambians. ICU is offering a short practical training course to artisanal and small-scale miners and those who intend to venture into mining. This training covers identification of rocks and minerals, mining operations and equipment, health and safety in mining, environmental protection, licensing and compliance, qualifications, National Registration Card NRC. Apply now at www.icuzambia.net. For more information, contact the ICU School of Mines, Department of Artisanal and Small-Scale Mining at +260 763 302 596 or +260 973 263 492. For analysis of mineral samples, contact the ICU School of Mines Laboratory at +260 973 263 492 or +260 977 833 434.
Welcome back, and now sports news. The Football Association of Zambia has announced the appointment of its technical director, Lyson Zulu, as FIFA Technical Development Scheme Higher Performance Specialist for Africa. Zulu, who has served FAS since 2019, holds degrees in sports management and sports performance from Laval University and Bath University in the United Kingdom, and is a recipient of the FIFA Technical Leadership Diploma awarded in Zurich in 2024. FAS General Secretary Machacha Stefande said Zulu's move to FIFA, while a loss to the association, represents a source of pride and a strong endorsement of the technical expertise development within FAS. Shepande stated that the appointment marks a milestone for Zulu and for Zambia and Africa football, and provides an opportunity to strengthen high-performance systems across the continent. In that sports item brings us to the end of the lunchtime news, but before we go, a quick recap of the stories making headlines. Chawama goes to polls in parliamentary by-elections. LCC records sharp rise in business levy applications. Ndola said for major industrial expansion with US $1.1 billion refinery project. International news. US Jordans in Qatar fuels Iran conflict fears. In sports news, first technical director Lyson Zulu appointed to FIFA role. Thank you so much for watching. For more news updates, do watch our main news at 20 hours.